comes the thumbs.
Welcome back to the show. Revolutionary leader Samuel Adams and Prime Minister George Grenville have agreed to take a quick break from the events of the war and take some time to participate in our very first on-screen debate. Here's how it's going to work. I'll introduce a topic, and you two will take turns expressing your opinions on the matter. Obviously, most of them will deal with the revolution. Here we go. Here we are, gentlemen. The first topic is a nice warm-up. What is your favorite color and why?
Red, it portrays such passion, energy, and blood. Plus, nothing compares to the sight of our glorious red-coated army marching across town. Our red coats will give you nightmares, Adams, and you will cower at the sight of the colour red for the remainder of your pitiful life.
Whew, those hideous lobsterbacks. I'd sooner cower at the sight of a small dog. The truest color is blue, like the wide-open American skies.
I have a feeling this is going to be an interesting debate. First topic, the Stamp Act. You imposed this in 1765, Grenville. Is this act just? Why?
We, the British, went to extraordinary lengths and course to defend our colonies from the French and Indians. All thanks to you we were victorious, but this war we fought largely for you gave us a terrible debt. The least you and your ungrateful countrymen can do is do your fair share and help pay back some of the expenses of war.
I have but one thing to say. No taxation without representation. Your parliament is putting these burdens on us without our being able to express our own opinion. You are strangling our pocketbooks and striking down our rights, not just with the Stamp Act, but also with the Navigation Laws, the Quartering Act, and the Sugar Act. Do not be surprised that we stood up and refused to be subject to tyranny any longer.
You say this, yet our own people deny proper representation for backcountry pioneers. Each member of parliament represents all of the British Empire, including the American colonies. You are virtually represented.
What absolute rubbish! Most of Parliament knows nothing of America. How can they represent our needs? Your Parliament is miles away and holds no authority over us whatsoever.
The power of Parliament is supreme and undivided. As member of the British Empire, the colonies are subject to the British Parliament's decisions. Your work should be for the good of the British Empire. Collectively, your colonists are acting like a spoiled and disrespectful child.
What you fail to recognize is that all children must grow up and become independent. We have the right to trade with whomever we please and the right to deny vulgar lobsterback sanctuary in our homes. Collectively, your empire is acting like a mother trying to cling to her grown child.
That's a deplorable analogy.
You are the one that created it.
I'll introduce a new topic now. You have debated on the various causes of the revolution, such as virtual representation, mercantilism, and taxation. Now debate the war itself. Who has the upper hand?
Well, statistically speaking, the British have the upper hand. They have more ships, more soldiers, and more experience in warfare. However, the American people are resilient and are fighting for a cause.
It matters not. We will overtake this foul land with sheer numbers and military might. The British Empire is the most powerful the world has ever seen. A ragtag team of yelling colonist scum stands no chance.
That's where you're wrong. We know the land. We have no central nerve center you can take out with one swift attack. We don't have to ship soldiers over miles of treacherous sea. We will call upon Britain's many enemies for assistance. Your pride may be your downfall.
You lost at Lexington and you will lose the rest of the war. It will not be known as the American Revolution, but the American Massacre.
We shall see, Mr. Greenville.
And that concludes the debate between Son of Liberty Samuel Adams and Prime Minister George Grenville. Tune in next week for a debate between George Washington and King George III.